Hi, my name is Pam Brown.
And I'm Rebecca Downey.
This is our PowerPoint that has to do with enrichment, professional development in Warren County.
The goal of our action plan is to create a professional development plan that highlights how enrichment should look in the classroom and what services the gifted support staff can provide to the classroom teachers and students.
The rationale for our action plan is based around the idea that even though this is our second year in the buildings, a lot of our teachers still don't know what we do. So what we want to do is come into each building and present what we do. Like, how do we provide enrichment? What does enrichment look like? What kind of service options are there? What is our role as the gifted support staff? So by providing professional development, hopefully we'll be able to clear that up with our teaching staff.
Step one of our action plan. First, we want to create a PowerPoint that explains the different points of enrichment that we want to emphasize. Pam and Rebecca will be doing this, and we need time to create the PowerPoint. Possibly in our upcoming January professional development days, we can carve out some time to do that, and we need no other funding, people, or materials, and we hope to have this done by January 23rd.
Step 2 goes along with step 1 in the fact that we're just creating the handouts that would be presented at the professional development. The handouts will go along with our PowerPoint. Rebecca and I will be doing that. And again, we're hoping to have that done during that professional development time in January. No other resources are needed.
Step 3 would be presenting the materials to our administration for approval. Pam and I would present that to our gifted administrator, who would then decide how to disseminate that information to other administrators, the directors, and the superintendent. And we would hope to have that all done by February 20th.
Once the information has been approved by the directors, the superintendent, and the building administrators, it's just going to be a case of getting those meetings scheduled. We have 7 different buildings that have staff meetings at different times during the month, and so that will be our gifted administrators' responsibility to set those meeting dates and then let us know.
Step 5 would be actually doing the presentations at each of the buildings at the staff meetings. We would want to introduce our 3 new gifted support staff members, and then Pam and I would lead the presentation that we created. And the resources needed here would be travel, compensation for travel to each building, the time to present, mileage paid by the district. And we would hope to have these presentations done during March.
Following the building meetings, we would want to then, at that point, narrate our PowerPoint. We're choosing to wait to narrate the PowerPoint till after we've done the meetings, because we want to be able to enhance the PowerPoint based on the feedback that we get, based on the questions that people ask, and make sure that the final narrated PowerPoint is like the complete package. So Rebecca and I would be doing that. The resource would just be the meeting time to do that. There's no other funding or materials needed, and our goal is to have that completed by April 5th.
Step 7 would be to post the narrated PowerPoint and the handouts to our teacher share, which is our district sharing location, so that new teachers that come into the district can have this information, as well as teachers that missed the presentation, and for other teachers to be able to refer to in the future. And Pam would be able to do this hopefully by April 5th.
Implications for professional development. This whole plan is about professional development and the need that we have for professional development in our district. We may get some pushback from the building administrators. They do have a lot of information that they have to cover in a staff meeting, and this is going to be adding to that time. They are mandated with a lot of the information that they have to give. That comes down from the directors and the superintendent. And most likely this is going to end up falling into mandated information. They are going to be told that they have to provide time for us to do this. That may delay our timeline depending on what kind of current information they have to disseminate in their meetings.
The implications for our school system is that all schools will get the same information. Hopefully, this will increase the understanding and the implementation of enrichment in our classrooms. Also, staff will become familiar with the resources that the gifted support staff can provide for them as they implement enrichment.
We are going to see the evidence of success in two ways. Primarily, the success will be shown after we've done the presentations to each building. That's the number one part of the action plan, is just to get the information out there. But secondary to that, we are going to see success by having teachers utilizing the information we're giving to them, implementing enrichment in better ways, and using the gifted support staff in ways that are meaningful.
The evaluation process is simple. All buildings will have the presentation, and all teachers will have access to the presentation information via the teacher share.
The school is supported by research in the fact that Chapter 16 mandates that there is in-service training for gifted and regular education teachers, principals, administration, support staff, anybody who is coming into contact with gifted students. Additionally, we took a couple of the resources that were provided for us during this class. There was one that was called Enrichment Tips that we would like to incorporate into our handouts, and differentiated learning for gifted students that we would also like to incorporate into the handout. If you have any questions, feel free to contact either of us.